Welcome back, brave souls, to Burnt Chicken Nuggets Dark Adventures. I am Gigi, and today we're going to get into some spooky shit, some eerie shit. And if you're ready for that, then go ahead and grab a snack, get comfortable, and remember, not all who enters leave the same. Let's get straight into the video.
Oh putain, arrête-toi.
That's one from Richmond, those guys. Oh, you fucking silly bitch! Don't be dead off, I've got a fucking headache. What are you gonna do with it next? Again, guys. Where the fuck are you riding? Ah! Ah!
Wow, loco, ¿qué es esto, vale? Dios mío. Ey, pero no le pueden poner un medicamento.
Sí, que se la mete. La mamá rara y esto, la mamá rara.
Ahora tomando. Hay una idea, María.
Para con mamá, que me fija.
Bro, come on, get out of my bed, bro. Stop doing that.
3, no, I won't go in. 2.
Well, she's saying no.
No, I won't.
Ready? Oh, that's so fun.
The girl who pushed her friend off the bridge in the last video I just showed you went to prison for what she did. Her name is Taylor Smith, and at the time that she went to spend those nights in jail, she was 19 years old. So Taylor Smith and Jordan Holgerson were really good friends. They spent a lot of time together, and on that fateful day a few years ago, they decided to head to a bridge together. This is Taylor Smith, the girl who pushed Jordan in that video. So on that day, as you can see, they were hanging out with a group of friends when Taylor decided to push Jordan for reasons unknown. But when she pushed her off of the 60-foot tall bridge in Washington state, she had no idea what was to follow. As Jordan plummeted through the air towards the water, she thought she was going to die. She said she was extremely terrified, the impact was extremely hard, and from the fall she suffered 6 broken ribs and punctured lungs. Jordan would later say that when they pulled her from the water, she was watching her body change colors as the seconds went on, and once again she thought she would die. But what did Taylor do after that? Did she go down to try check on her friend to see if she was okay? No, she left the scene of the crime. She never showed up at the hospital to visit Jordan, and Taylor didn't even stop over at the family home to make sure that her friend was okay. Well, eventually Taylor was arrested, and after this trial, she pled guilty to reckless endangerment and spent 2 nights in prison. Still, to this day, it's unknown why Taylor pushed her friend off of the bridge that day, but thankfully Jordan was able to make a full recovery and she had no real lasting permanent side effects from this incident.
My grandmother practiced this spirituality we call Haitian voodoo, magie. She was a mystic, and her mother was a mystic, a mumble voodoo woman came over to the house to get work done. Her stomach was pretty big, right? Pretty big. You would think that she's pregnant. If you see a woman with a big stomach, you may think that she's pregnant, not necessarily obese, because her stomach was poking. Well, she wasn't pregnant at all. When she came over to the house, I already had tools ready, tools prepared for her. So they knew she was coming. They would do work for people. There was a metal, a silver, a trash can almost, or bucket, right? Water and leaves was in this bucket. Okay, ritual was done. They told me to go in the room, okay, because I'm a little kid. They told me to go in the room, but I'm peeking, all right? I'm peeking through the door, and I'm seeing what's going on. Make a long story short, this woman, to my understanding, used the restroom in that bucket. What was in her stomach was no child. It was a snake. She passed out a snake. It was an actual snake that came and dropped in that bucket. Now my great-grandmother, fixed her up and everything, healed her. I remember hearing the older people talking about she cheated, she was sleeping with a married man. So the wife either did the work or contacted someone to do that work on her, okay? And they placed a snake in her stomach, and my great-grandmother got that.
Hey guys, just came back from dance class. Michael, what are you doing in my room? Why'd you lock the door?
Why you should never approach an abandoned baby carriage. There was a woman who was driving home from work who passed an abandoned black baby carriage. Pulled over to check it to make sure there wasn't a baby inside and see what was going on because it was really weird. Why was it just like in the middle of the road? There was a blanket on top of the carriage so you couldn't see what was inside. Naturally, she pulled the blanket off and she freaked out. She got right back in her car and drove off. Enjoy my stock image. She couldn't eat, she couldn't sleep, she could not stop thinking about this. She was really stressed and her husband kept asking her like, are you okay? What happened? Like, what's going on? And she couldn't talk about it. Everything in her life was going wrong. She decided to pack her bags and leave, and no one actually knows where she went or what happened to her. But she did leave a note behind for her husband. Also, this is more what the basket looked like. It looked like an old-fashioned one rather than a modern one. The husband read the note, and the note said this: whoever reads this note is doomed to have a cursed life unless you pass it on. So the baby carriage was a trap. The person put the baby carriage on the road hoping someone kind would go look and see if everything was okay, only to then be cursed. Now, I would show you the physical note, but I can't because this is a creepypasta and I tricked you.
disturbing image may not look real, but it very much is. This is a picture of Rhoda Derry, and I'm going to tell you her sad and tragic story. Rhoda Derry was born on October 10, 1834 in Adams County, Illinois. She lived a pretty normal life in a well-to-do farming family. Like any other teenage girl, when she was 16 she fell in love and began a romantic relationship with a boy who happened to live on the farm next door. The boy's parents weren't fond of their relationship, and it really went south when they found out their plans to marry a couple years later. They believe that Rhoda may be involved in witchcraft, a tale that dated back to her grandmother, Mary Derry of Pennsylvania. The story surrounding her grandmother frightened Rhoda, and matters were only made worse when the boy's mother came to her and told her to stay away, and if not, she would curse her. This is when things went south for Rhoda. She had a severe mental breakdown and eventually grew to believe that an evil spirit called Old Scratch was haunting her. She was hospitalized, but was deemed incurable, so she was returned back home to her parents. Her parents tried to care for her, but it became too much, so she was sent to Adams County Almshouse when she was 25 years old on September 3, 1860. The almshouse was known for treating patients inhumanely, and for 4 decades Rhoda was subjected to horrific conditions. A report from the General Assembly in 1881 indicated that Rhoda spent most of her time naked inside of a wooden box filled with straw. Her excrement filled the box and mice built nests around her. Rhoda sat in the box in a crouched position with her knees up to her chin. Because she sat in this position for so long, she eventually lost movement in her legs. She was constantly moving as well, so she had bruises all over her body. She even punched her face and knocked out her teeth, as well as gouged out her eyes. To make matters even worse, Rhoda could not speak. In 1904, she was sent to Bartonville Asylum. She was bathed daily and slept in a bed for the first time in decades. On October 9, 1906, the day before her 72nd birthday, she passed away. Rest in peace, Rhoda Derry.
Linda is recording a video on her hair when this was captured.
Hi! A lot of people wanted to see what my hair looks like from the back. So before I show you what the back looks like, I just want to show you. Okay, you see how this is very long? It's like got like this super long piece for some reason. This side doesn't. It's just chopped plumb the fuck off. Like a good chunk of my hair is just off. Now's a good time to tell we got ghosts. I just seen the phone move and have a big ass crystal in front of it so it doesn't fall. So just to let y'all know. Okay, now the back of my hair. God dang it. It's trying to trip me out. I'm scared to reach down for it. I'm scared it'll get me. She's nice most of the time. Okay. Let's try to pick it back up one more time so you can see the back of my hair. Oh my God, look at it. Like, and just for reference, this is the big ass crystal that I just had in front of this phone. There's no way it fell. It just moved again. And I haven't even touched it. Oh no. Ghost don't get me. Okay. So I'm going to see the sides. Like my bangs, I've had to like fix my bangs myself. But this is what it looks like if I don't straighten pieces of it. And like, it's just a whole mess. God dang it. That scared me. Okay. God, what the fuck was that? Did you see that? Like it ran, oh no, absolutely not. No, okay, I swear, if I did not just catch that on camera, I'm gonna be really upset because I seen it move like across here. I swear. And now I see like a light strand. That's not what just went by. Like I seen a whole.
Back with another spooky story. And this one, you don't want to watch at night. But y'all don't listen to me anyway, so let's get into it. This story is my roommate's story. And we're gonna call my roommate Ellie. That's her name. So Ellie and her brother had a time in their childhood where they were in the foster system awaiting adoption. Ellie and her brother winds up getting moved from the first place that they were staying to a house in Long Island. Now Ellie described this house to be absolutely beautiful. It was a mansion, like decorations, high ceiling, definitely no house that she's ever been to before. And it wasn't just Ellie and her brother that was moved to this house. A bunch of kids from the group home that she was originally staying at were too moved to this house. So it's day one and the kids are exploring the house. Around that time, Ellie must have been 7 and her brother must have been 5. So all the kids are in this humongous house and they're all just exploring the space. Someone winds up coming around and designates each kid to a room. Ellie got put in a room with her brother and 2 other children. So keep in mind, as this is happening, as the kids are getting more acclimated to the house, this is all happening in broad daylight. So it hasn't even gotten dark yet. Kids get put into their rooms to put their stuff down, and they notice the closet in the room. The closet was closed, but for some reason, the kids, they seem to be intrigued by this closet. So they decided that they were actually going to open the closet and go through it and just see what's in there. And before I tell you guys what happened, I want you guys to be able to picture the closet. The closet had shelves. And what the kids at the time did not know was that the last shelf on the closet actually led up to an attic. It was kind of like a secret entrance to the attic. So picture it like this, right? What the kids did not know though was that the top shelf would lead to an attic. And obviously the closet was much bigger than that. So at this point, the kids walk in, they're looking at the closet, you know, it's just a closet at this point. They see the shelves, but you know, they can't see on top of it, so it's cool. They'll put their stuff down and go on about their business. One of the kids reported to hearing thumping in the closet, as if like there was somebody in the closet. But again, they had opened the closet earlier and there was nobody in there. So what the fuck is that noise and where is it coming from? It kept hearing it and the noise would intensify. Footsteps, thuds. So the kids went to the family of the house, which I'm assuming the owner of the house, and told them about the noise that they're hearing in the closet. So the family of the house decided to go investigate and see what could be making the noise in the closet. So Ellie and her brother, being nosy, decided to go with the family to go check out what it was that was making the noise in the closet. So they opened the closet door and you know, they walk in and everybody's just looking. So Ellie and her brother are standing there just looking around and the family is looking around with them investigating. It seems like the noise and the stomping is coming from up. So one of the members from the family picked one of the kids up so they can like be able to get a better view of what was going on up there. So as the little boy is like reaching up there to see what's going on, just like a scary movie, y'all, why the little boy got snatched into the attic. Ellie and her brother saw this with their own 2 eyes. They stood there and they watched this little boy literally get yanked and pulled into the attic. Everybody starts freaking out. Everyone. Kids are petrified, the family is horrified, and young Ellie at the time decided that she had seen enough. She has no idea what happened to that little boy. Decided to run outside and call ACS. Y'all better come pick me and my brother up because I don't know where the fuck y'all got me right now. She explained the situation to the people about the little boy being snatched into the closet. At that point, the little boy still hasn't come out. Literally, ACS rushed over and got all of the kids out of the house. Had all the kids standing outside. They refused to let anybody come back inside of the house. And eventually, they took the kids and left and they never went back to the house. If you're wondering what happened to that little boy, so am I. I have no idea. Ellie has no idea. They literally had the kids standing outside. Then they took the kids and just drove off and they never heard anything back from that. And from there, they were moved to the next house. Thank you guys so much for watching this story. If you enjoyed these mysterious, spooky stories, you better follow me on TikTok. In my bio, I have a link tree. You'll be able to find my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube for longer, better, spooky stories. While you're at it, go ahead and follow me on Instagram just so that I know that it's real. Please. This one was definitely a spooky one. If you have a spooky story that you think is interesting enough that you'd like me to tell, feel free to DM me that story on Instagram or send me a voice note. I like those better. So seriously, if your grammar is ass, just send me a voice note. Don't piss me off because I be getting brain aneurysms trying to read these stories. Send voice notes. I have plenty more ghost stories, not just from Ellie, but Ellie's friend Shayna. We were all sharing ghost stories yesterday and I was like, oh yeah, this is about to be the next series.
Honestly thought that this video that you guys tagged me in was fake until I saw how emotional this guy got and how he reacted. Like, this is genuine fear. First there's just this cabinet opening, but then it gets way worse. Then there's an update and he says when he woke up this chair was here, and the ring footage that he has from last night is so scary. I'm gonna let you watch this part and the footage. Hold on.
As you can see, it's morning, guys. This is just a quick update because I gotta get to work. But when I got up this morning to get my coffee, I walked into the kitchen and saw this. So I guess you guys are right that activity seems to be picking up because I have been, doing renovations. I replaced all this stuff, this dishwasher, this stove, the oven hood there. But this morning when I came into the kitchen, I noticed the cabinet was open, and then I noticed this chair. So I checked the ring video, and it definitely freaked me out.
Then he starts explaining that he got touched by something, and this is the part that really made me feel like this is 1000% real. I'm gonna let you watch the rest of the video. You'll see. Watch.
Remember I said I didn't know how I'd react if this thing started touching me? Not at all how I thought it would be. It started walking towards me. I feel a hand on my back. Terrified me. I froze. And it felt like an energy by my head here. Like if you had your eyes closed and somebody leaned in, you would still feel them there. You wouldn't hear them breathing, but you could feel that like tingle between energies. Oh, if my wife is in there, but these people seem stuck. They were all saying, help me. Walker is back. I'm gonna go into the hallway and see if I can hear. It sounds like it's down at the end of the hallway. Like right back there. Fuck. That felt like somebody's right standing behind me. Holy fuck. That was somebody right behind me. It felt like their face was right here. Like they were really tall. I was frozen. I couldn't move. Oh.
Foto'yla.
Say hi.
Now,
See?
I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe and go down in the description box below and show some love to each content creator. Their names and links will be listed below, and leave your comments down and let me know what was your favorite part of the video today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Of course, show some love and give a shout out to those content creators down in the description box. Click the links. It will take you directly to their channels. Show some support and see you till next time.